So, the US has just slapped a massive 50% tariff on Indian textiles and apparel. That's not just a number. It's a direct hit to one of India's most important industries. It employs about 45 million people. Why did this happen? It's all about geopolitics. The US is punishing India for continuing oil imports from Russia, and exporters are paying the price. Let's break down what this means on the ground. First, the stock market. Vardhman Textiles, Nitin Spinners, Pearl Global. Their shares have crashed as much as 18% in a month. Knitted garments face a 64% effective tariff in the US. And the consequences? Tirupur, Delhi, Surat. Factories in these hubs have started shutting down. Making and exporting to the US isn't profitable anymore. The US buys about a third of India's textile exports. That's a gigantic chunk at risk. Goldman Sachs says this could shave 0.6 percentage points off India's GDP. That matters for a $5 trillion goal and millions of workers. So what's the government doing? Prime Minister Modi's response has been defiant. He won't compromise on core interests, farmers, small businesses. Modi says he's ready to pay a heavy price and calls it a fight against economic selfishness. But there haven't been big policy moves to support textiles. Industry leaders are sounding the alarm. The Confederation of Indian Textile Industry urges urgent support, financial aid, better access to raw materials, subsidies. They warn not just exports, but millions of jobs are at stake, and the $100 billion export goal by 2030 is threatened. The government is looking for new markets: UK, Japan, South Korea. $48 billion in exports are exposed to these tariffs. That recovery won't happen overnight. If nothing changes, job losses will pile up. India's GDP growth will slow. Global competitors will fill the US gap. The clock is ticking. Unless urgent action, negotiations, government relief, companies shifting production lines, rapid diversification, this could cushion some job losses, but not fast enough. Industry bodies demand immediate government support. Upfront financial relief is their top ask. Better access to raw materials and cheaper inputs. Targeted subsidies could keep factories running short-term. Push to open new markets, trade delegations, promotions. Priority targets include the UK, Japan, and South Korea. Even with new markets, this is a long game. If nothing changes quickly, job losses will pile up and communities will suffer. India's growth could slow. Goldman Sachs' estimate matters. Global competitors will quickly fill the US gap. Retailers will switch to cheaper sources. Lost market share is hard to recover, so what are the options? Immediate relief and targeted subsidies. Rapid corporate diversification and market outreach. Delay means mounting job losses and slower growth. Whole communities could be affected. This could become a broader economic crisis if unchecked. Is India right to stand firm, or should the government act fast to save millions of jobs? So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for updates on this developing story.